Good morning from Discover Real Estate. This is Natalie. I'm going to do a new series of walking tours around San Juan del Sur, just to give you an idea. That way, my driving tour, you go kind of fast. You can't really see everything, so I'm going to do some walking tours while I do my morning exercise. I'm right outside my office. So first, this morning, we're going to go south towards the port area, and I'll show you all the businesses and stuff along this section of town. It's a beautiful day out there, as you can see, and hopefully I walk kind of fast in the morning, so hopefully these videos come out okay. This is Hotel Esperanza, which is my neighbor. It's a hostel. They used to have a restaurant in here, but that closed, so the hostel's semi-open, mostly just on the weekends. We got a drainage ditch here beside it, which is one of the reasons I have so many mosquitoes at my house. Here is the basketball court in the part of the community center. Here is Barrio La Plancha, the Elixir, in this building, the Elixir Center, which has got the chiropractor, physical therapy, aromatherapy, stuff like that. So very nice place to have super close by. They also bring in vitamins from Managua, so if you want some special vitamins or something from Managua, they'll bring that in for you, because the chiropractor has an office in Managua too. Here is the Sandinista Headquarters, the FSLN. So, and across the street, lining the street, is just like little food trucks. So you have that. Good morning. And then next we come to Hotel Victoriano, which is a historic hotel. This, I believe, is owned by the military. They use the profits from this to fund their pension plans and stuff. I believe that's the case. I'm not 100% positive, but I believe. So. And then here is the building that used to have the Claro phone company in it, but Claro has moved out recently. But this is also where the post office box is. So if you want to get a post office box in San Juan del Sur, this is where you would come to set up the post office box. And it is just right in here and up there, Correos Electrónico, or Correos de Nicaragua. It's early, I'm not awake yet. So this next building here is being remodeled. As far as I know, it's something to do with the government, also government owned, but I don't know exactly what they do in here or what it used to be, but they've been remodeling it. And then we have one of my favorite buildings that I did a walkthrough tour of. This is a Colonial House, styled after the Colonial Houses in Granada, with the courtyard pool in the back. And then this is Sunset Hotel, which used to be, years ago, the police station. So they bought the building and remodeled it and made it into a hotel. Normally when I'm walking, I hang a left here, but I'm going to keep giving you a tour down to the port area. Now we're just across from the port. We'll tour this on the way back on the right side. That's the Ban Pro and everything there. So the port area has been improving. They're adding more stores and shops and restaurants into it. It was just started right before the political crisis and just starting to pick up then, but now that all kind of ended a lot of progression. And so this is Kalova here. It's more of a local place. So this was an empty lot and they're building in there. I'm not sure what that's going to be, but they've been working on it. And here you have Thrifty Dollar and Hertz Rent-A-Car. So they have rental agencies at Hotel Victoriano, but they store their extra vehicles here. This is just an apartment building with a couple rental units in it. Here is the port office for the San Juan port. And a little warehouse. And then you've got the casino here on the left. And so that covers everything that's on the left-hand side. They would love to sell this casino, and it's all of this building here. So there's several hotel rooms in there. There's like a disco. Lots of space in there. It needs a lot of remodeling, but if you're interested in buying that, let me know. And then you come down here to the port area. This is the fish terminals, or the fish stalls, where you can come and buy fresh seafood. They make ceviche, all kinds of good stuff. This is the road that goes up. If you want to go to the lighthouse, you would go up this road and you can get up to the lighthouse. So if you come down this way, you have access to our second gas station. We used to only have one gas station in town, and then they added another gas station to the port area here a few years ago. Here you can get premium gas. At the other main gas station coming into town, you can only buy regular gas. So I'm gonna walk down here and show you a little bit of this area. In this area they have some boat storage for people that pull their boats out of the water to be worked on. Different things. The Navy's got their office down here. So back there you can see some boats that have been pulled out of the water. There's the gas station. And then this is the fishing terminal where they can process fish. And they've got a nice plant in there, etc., etc. Now I'm on the back side of the new port buildings, but I will walk around to the front and go in and give you a tour of the inside. And on my way to the front, I wanted to give you a view of this. This is Brisas del Pacifico in front of me, up on the hill. The house is up there, and the bay, the condo building there. So just to give you a perspective from this angle of Brisas del Pacifico. Okay, now I'm back up to the main gate going into the port, the new port area where you can drive in. They've always got a guard here, so very pretty area. Over here to the right is the bank and the food court area. First I'll go this way and give you a tour here. So they got lots of parking here. The BDF Bank used to have their bank here, but with the political crisis they left San Juan. So now you have to go to Rivas for BDF. BDF Bank was the first bank to open up an office in San Juan. So I was very sad to see them go because that was my first bank account. I still have an account with them, but I don't do as much activity with it as I used to, just because they're not here in town and it's not as convenient. Although I move money around online all the time. So, okay, let's see. This is like a pavilion here. A lot of events get hosted here. San Juan del Sur Day School hosted their graduation here because there's lots of space for everybody to park, and they set up chairs and stuff. All kinds of different things happen in there. So this building here has a few things in it. They've got like an office for the port and tourism here. Hola. Security guard checking things out, making sure I'm not robbing anybody. There's some empty office space you can rent. Here's the new Claro office for the cell phones. So if you want to buy a new cell phone or get a cell plan. And then here is a new ice cream store, the Eskimo, in the port area. Let me go this way. So the Southland Outfitters are opening up a new location in the port called Dockside. So I don't think they're open yet, but hopefully soon they'll be open and offering, more fishing trips, and they sell tackle and fishing equipment and all kinds of stuff for water sports. So if they're not open yet, hopefully they're opening soon. Here I'm on the front side of the pavilion. There's 2 piers or 2 docks here at the port area, mostly used by the Navy or used when going out on like the catamaran and stuff. Now this is the other building. There's been a couple of different restaurants in this corner over the years, and with everything going on here, nothing's lasted. A new bar in the middle here, and then on the end is the duty-free shop. So you can come down here with your passport and buy stuff duty-free. Now this is the food court area. So Cajeros, I recently was following a post on Facebook about who has the best hamburger in town, and Cajeros is one of the ones that was mentioned frequently. So Dalipue was another one. Trying to think, there's a couple that were mentioned. I'm not much of a hamburger person, so I didn't really pay attention to it too much, but I was shocked to hear that the food court place, Cajeros, was one of the best. And then there's the bus, which is an old bus that they've turned into a bar, and they've got a canopy set up here down there all the time, pretty much, ready for a band. Here's a great play area for kids. When Ricardo's kids were in town over the weekend, we were down here with them. Banpro Bank is a very good bank. They have offices all over Central America, so it's a good bank to have an account in. There's the entrance into the food court area. And then I'm back to this little area where a lot of kids in the evenings will rollerblade or skateboard. They've got, I'm not a skateboarder, so I probably won't even say it's the right thing. I call it a rail over here for to practice on. But this is just a really nice area in the evenings. A lot of people come and hang out. It's very pretty. So there, now you have the beginning of my walking tour of San Juan to the south side of my office along the beachfront street. I love my life. Come join me.